This disturbing video has been spreading like wildfire on social media, showing two girls yelling at a man, filming them as they move around frantically, and one even pulling out two weapons that she flashes at him. The girl, who was later arrested, is being praised online as a hero for standing up for herself, but the question remains, what actually happened?
When the government won't protect you, you must protect yourself, and you shouldn't need any document or law to do so. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms, your NRA certification of multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below if you like channel-like content and what I do here. You can support me with the link. Everything's appreciated. Once again, online store is open. CGB20 will get you 20% off free shipping. Connecticut residents, you got to pay the sales tax. I have no say in the matter, but CGB20 will get you 20% off. Take advantage. Let's talk about this. And I came across this video. It was actually, I caught a story about it in an article and then found the video on Twitter. Now, the basis of this story is that a group of girls, teens and preteens, were in a car park, and this is all alleged, were approached by two adults, and it escalated to the point where one of the girls felt the need to produce a weapon. Let me play the clip in its entirety. It's 46 seconds long. As I said, there's no context prior to this and nothing after. But let's watch this.
You don't dare!
Yes, you have a knife.
You don't! Hey, I'm fucking perfect! You're fucking bad and
Why are you fucking with us?
These are fucking kid bashers!
Show the knife. Show the knife.
Get
Show
the
the knife.
fuck away from us!
Show the knife. Show the
Don't
knife.
touch her!
That's
Touch
it,
me,
that's
do whatever
it.
you
Show
want
the
to do.
knife.
Don't touch my little sister!
Show the knife. That's it.
Don't fucking touch my little sister! She ain't fucking 12! Wait till I fucking touch you! She is fucking 12 and you just battered me, mate! Wait till I fucking touch me!
Yeah, show the knife. Maracha.
Don't touch her, doing to me! Don't touch her!
Heard that? You saw that? When I first saw this clip, my first thought was, why are adults interacting with random girls in a car park? That was my first thought, period. Why are they interacting with these girls in the first place? And you can clearly see how agitated this girl is, screaming, leave her alone. She's 12. So what happened in the end is the police actually were called. I don't know by whom, but I'm going to assume the person taking the video. And when it showed up, they arrested her for carrying bladed weapons.
When police received a call about a female youth with a bladed weapon in St. Anne Lane, Dundee. Several police cars reportedly responded, and the 12-year-old girl was then arrested and charged, which has outraged many people on social media.
Now, this is Scotland, UK. You cannot carry bladed weapons around because in their infinite wisdom, they banned all firearms, and all of a sudden knife crime spiraled out of control, so they turned around and banned knives too. So that's why they're stuck in the position that they are, where the average citizen does not have the right to protect themselves in any fashion, especially with a bladed weapon of any kind. You can't even carry pepper spray in the UK, which shows you that they're leaving their people defenseless against what is a growing problem. And what is that growing problem? We all know it. It's migrant crime. It's out of control. We have heard about all the grooming gangs. We hear about all the murders. We hear about all the sexual assaults. They had a carnival in London, right outside of London, if I'm not mistaken. And instead of the police actually policing, they decided to set up a crisis tent or a safe space for women because of all the sexual assaults that happened at this carnival.
A safer space event where women and girls who might feel sort of vulnerable in carnival, unfortunately there are incidents of sexual assaults, can go and be supported in those areas. And again, just working with the partners to make sure that we can deliver a safe, secure carnival. We're working a lot with other agencies as well, so emergency services supported by the City of London Police and also British Transport Police.
So you got to ask yourself, why did this 14-year-old decide to take it upon herself to carry around items that are illegal for her to carry in the country? Why does she feel so fearful to be able to go out on the streets and have to protect herself in such a manner, or felt the need to protect herself in such a manner? Now, we have a picture of the two adults, and they claim that they're Bulgarian immigrants. There's a man and a woman. This is alleged. I'm like, wait a minute. Women are involved in sex trafficking also. I'm not saying that's what they're doing. I'm just saying, you can't dismiss this because there's a woman there. Women get busted for all kinds of nonsense too. They're involved in the sex trade. They're involved in sex trafficking. They're involved in grooming gangs. Okay, we see them get picked up all the time for it. I'm not going to dismiss this because there's a woman standing there. But as I said, there's no context for this video prior to when the recording started. The recording started when the knife came out, because you can clearly hear him say, show the knife, show the knife. And this is clearly somebody from another country, just by the accent. But what has now transpired since is this girl has become a symbol.
Images of the girl brandishing the knife and hatchet have been turned into a meme in which she's made out to be a viral icon or a folk hero, even being compared to Scottish rebel William Wallace and being called Dundee's Braveheart. Fans can even buy a t-shirt.
A symbol for the country, because the majority of the people are sick and tired of what is happening with migrant crime in their countries. And this is all over Europe. They just had a number of massive demonstrations about migrant crime, and we hear the horror stories week after week after week. But this girl has now become a symbol of that resistance against a government that's clearly not looking out for their best interests. And you can see the little memes right here over my shoulder. She is a representation of the frustration of the European continent over what the government is doing. I've said numerous times that other than Poland and Hungary, no other Western European country is ever going to be the same again. It's going to take literally a revolution to change what is happening there. And that's a sad state of affairs. And speaking of that, I'm going to bring you over to here. Top British Army officer predicts civil war as rabbit in headlights leaders incapable of political solutions. Now, this guy's name is an Army Colonel. He's retired, Richard Kemp. This guy's no slouch. He's fought in counterinsurgency in Northern Ireland in the 80s, served in the Gulf War, Bosnia, commanded an Afghanistan operation. This guy's been around. He's not some random guy. But he did an interview where he clearly stated that the governments of these European countries, Western European countries, are basically playing deaf and dumb and blind to what is happening with migrant crime. And at some point, it is going to boil over. And I'm the first one to say you really don't want that. You really don't want this kind of a situation. But there's only so far you can push a person before they start to react. Now, as I said, this young girl has been arrested. Now, somebody did speculate on her name. I'm not going to release it. She's 14. But apparently, another person with the same last name went to social media to say that it's not her daughter, but her daughter was present when this incident happened. And these two people were basically harassing them. And she speculated on a grooming aspect of it. Apparently, one of them was struck, and that's when she reacted by pulling out the knife and the machete. But this is the UK. The UK has gone off the rails. I want to play this clip and come back, and I want to make a comment.
So let me get this straight. A 14-year-old girl in Scotland was just arrested, and do you know what she was arrested for? Because she was carrying an axe and a knife and threatened to use it against two grown illegal immigrant men who tried to come after her, and we all know what they tried to come after her for. And the fact that a 14-year-old is feeling so unsafe that she's having to carry around a knife and an axe so that she can protect herself says everything about the UK. And the fact that she was arrested because she was prepared to protect herself against the violent, disgusting acts that these illegal immigrants are committing fighting all over the UK says everything that we needed to say. The UK is an absolute joke, and if you haven't already watched it, go watch the video. It is absolutely heartbreaking to hear the fear in her voice, and this is in broad daylight, mind you. This is what they are trying to bring to the US. This is what we are fighting against.
Now, this woman is obviously not in the UK. She sounds like she's here in the US. But if she had made that statement in the UK, they would have come and they would have arrested her, as they have done in the past.
The time's 20 to 3, 14:40. I'm arresting you on suspicion of improper use of the electronic communications network. I'm just
What?
127 of the Communications Act, okay? So you do not have to say that may harm your defence if you don't mention one question, something which you later are in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence. Do you understand that?
So I'm actually being
You're
arrested.
going to be arrested, okay?
Right,
So you
and-
go up to the police station.
Right.
Okay, this is in relation to some comments that you've made on a Facebook page. Okay.
Oh, really? Oh, it's a Facebook crime, is it?
Okay.
Right.
So we need to ask you some questions about that.
Right.
Have you got anything in your pockets, Thomas?
I've got my keys. I've got... No, that's about it, I think. Keys.
So, anyone who's been arrested, we can search them under Section 32 of the Peace and Commonwealth Act.
Right.
And that's for dangerous items.
Hey, I mean, you said I was going to be arrested under some what information? I'm going to be arrested for posting on Facebook.
Made some comments that are offensive, obscene, and people have made a complaint about that, and it's
And can you tell me what this comment was?
Okay, well we'll do that when we interview.
All right. And so, what am I going to be locked up for the night, or?
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
Europe, Western Europe, is collapsing under the weight of migrants and migrant crime that's coming with it. And the frustration is coming to a boiling point. And this girl and her actions are literally a cap, literally a check mark. Let's call it an exclamation point on the frustration that the Europeans feel. And they have basically been put in a position where they can't defend themselves. Girls cannot carry pepper spray. They can only use whistles. So imagine you're a woman being assaulted by maybe multiple people, and you can somehow have the cognitive of mind to pull out a whistle and actually blow it, and then have somebody respond. But I saw this story, and it comes down to self-defense. Yes, I thought it pertinent to talk about it, because this is a representation of the frustration of the entire European continent and what is happening there. And if I was in the UK, they would arrest me for even putting this video out there. That's how far off the rails the country is going. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I am going to see you on the next one. Peace.